Hello, this tutorial will review the Edvance360 admin courses. I'm in my admin panel. Scroll down to your courses and communities. There you'll find courses and trainings or just courses. I've edited this with the language pack to represent trainings as well. When I click on courses and trainings, it's going to default to terms because the system is wanting to know, well, which term are you referring to or which area of courses are you referring to? So when I click on courses, it will default to terms. You can see that here. And it's asking me, which term am I talking about? Well, let's go to the master courses. To the right, I can click on the blue box, which opens and reveals all of the current courses that I've created in the master term area. Here they are. There's 8 of them. To add a new one, simply go over and add new. Let's add a new one and look at all the field options for my courses. The first option is if you'd like to tag it to a campus. It's not necessary, but you can do so. Then you do need an instructor. I'm going to tag myself as the instructor. And if I'd like to connect it to a category, I may, but it's not out facing for the students, so I'm just going to leave that alone. And let's name this. I want to call this Managers 201 course. Then I can give it a company unique ID, a custom identifier, and a section identifier. Let me just mention the custom identifier will be important if you're importing students to courses. So this one I recommend the custom identifier, creating it. And I'm just going to call it M201 for Managers 201. Add a description if desired. This course will blah, blah, blah. Add a logo if you'd like. Is this a private course? Yes. If it's not, then everyone can get into this course. But this is a private course that I'm enrolling users to. Then there's a situation here that is an option for you if you have limited the number of seats in this course, meaning if you're only allowing a certain number of users to attend this course at one time, then you can limit it. Currently, it's set at unlimited, but if I set it at, let's say 10 students only can be in this course at one time, then I can go down and make some other decisions here. The instructor can control the class limiting settings, yes or no. We could send an approval email letting the student know that they've been approved to get into the course. If you say yes, then you can type in your approved email down here. Let's say you have now been approved to attend the course, and you can call it whatever it is, Managers 201. And then below that, you can allow even a wait list. So if you do have a wait list where students are waiting in a lineup of users waiting to get in the course, you can say yes, and you can send even a wait list email that says you have now been placed on a wait list for the course called, all right? So that email will go to the student. And then below that, the students can create discussion posts in this course, yes or no. I'm going to say no. Can they create discussion posts inside their groups in the course? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to sort order the discussions instead of by date, but by sort order. And then, let's get that right. There we go. Then comment deletion. Do you want to fully remove the comment or just show the removed message from here? It would show in the discussion area when the student has removed or their comment. It would either fully be removed or a message would show that a comment has been removed. Do you want the students to enroll? Do you want the instructors to enroll users or students? Yes or no? I'm going to say yeah. And then the course type. Now this is very important. The course type, you have 2 options. You have course and continuing education. The top one, course, is directly related to an institution such as higher ed, university, awarding some sort of degree. All other types of courses, the corporate courses, etc., would be considered continuing ed. When I click on continuing ed, watch what happens below with these 3 options right now that are closed regarding certificates. So when I click on continuing ed, it opens up allowing me to decide some things with certificate printing, certificate style, and certificate credit. Watch again. when I select course, those disappear. Those are not options for me with a basic course. So when you're doing a continuing education course, it allows you to decide if you're awarding a certificate, will only the admin be able to print it, or are you allowing the student to print it? And the student would see their certificate of completion and print it from their scores and grades tab. So then what certificate style do you want? Well, this is presuming that you've already created a certificate on your site, which are very easy to create. And from here, then you can decide which certificate they're going to be awarded for this particular course. And if there's any credit hours to show up on the certificate, let's just say 3, then you can place it there. You don't have to have anything there. You can have it blank. So then I'm now, you can see here, I'm awarding, because it's a continuing education course, I'm awarding a certificate of completion and allowing the students to print their certificate. If I need a start date, then when the start date arrives, the students can get in the course. They would not be able to get into this course until the date arrives. If I had an expired date, the students would no longer be able to get into the course. You don't have to have one or the other. You don't have to have both. You can leave them blank. You can have just a start date. You can have just an expire date. Also, there's course length of days. So if this course was wide open and did not have a start and end date, but I did want my students to complete this course within 60 days once they become a member of the course, well, you can put a number in here and decide that the students have only 60 days. So that means if I enroll Jane Doe a month from now, then she would have 60 days from the time that she's enrolled to complete this course. And every time she logs in, she'll see the countdown of the number of days she has left for this course. And then if I add Tom to this course 2 months from now, his 60 days will start from the date that he was enrolled in the course. So this is very helpful. I've seen some users even put in here that they have 364 days to complete the course. They have to do it in a year, and then it's shut down for them. They can no longer get into this course. So you can decide that. It's a very helpful idea. You can make it mandatory for user types. You can decide if you want to select it for every student on your site or every instructor on your site. You can decide if you want to select them all or unselect them all, or don't even make it mandatory for a user type. And you're just going to manually enroll or use the import CSV spreadsheet to enroll. This is an active course, and then I could place keywords separated by commas for those who are searching for this course. They have this search tool on their home dashboard, and they can search based upon the keywords you placed within this course. So I'm going to save that. Those are all the options for setting up my course. There's a lot of options there. Now, my course has been successfully created. It says here my course has been added. Now, when I go back to my course tool up here, I'll be able to see the new course I just created. Under my master courses, it's called Managers 201. There's my course. Obviously, I would need to go in and work on my tools in the course, add resources and lessons. Currently, I don't have anyone enrolled. You're seeing the description I started to type in. You're seeing me, and you can start building out the course based upon the course training that you've gone through. I hope this has been helpful. What we just did was we went through the admin area. We looked at the courses and communities tool on the left-hand panel. We clicked on courses and trainings, which is directly tied to a header, and we built out a course with all of the optional fields within that course panel. Thank you. Have a good day.